Uh, Hello,
Mhm.
everyone. Welcome here to the third episode of the Horror Nozzle Radio. And I'm glad here to tell you that I'm with Inkstar, the current world record of Super Mario Sunshine. So, hello, Inkstar, and thanks for coming. How are you doing?
Yo, thanks for having me.
Thanks that you agreed to come here. I'm very happy to do this. And the first
Yeah.
question that I wanted to ask you is like a classic question is how you began on the speedrun, because I saw that you run other games, but I'm not sure like in what point you arrived to Sunshine or how that happened.
Um, Sunshine was the first speed game that I picked up. Prior to Sunshine, I never ran a speed game. I have run others throughout the years, but the one that got me into it was Sunshine.
Oh wait, so you started with Sunshine?
Yeah.
I thought okay. I thought it was like Mario 64 or something like that because I saw you.
No, I ran 64 a bit, but that was several months after Sunshine that I picked up 64 for a few months. But no, it was Sunshine to begin with. Before that, I've never run anything.
Ah, okay. I don't know, I'm surprised. I thought you did some more stuff before. And what
No.
give you like sunshine to prefer other games? Like 64 even.
Um, uh, Sunshine, it's funny because I didn't necessarily choose Sunshine. Uh, I kind of just stumbled upon it when like in the Twitch directory. I didn't, it wasn't like I planned on it being my main speed game or even a speed game long term. I just stumbled upon it. But I've stuck to it just because the movement is so much better than other games I've run.
Yeah, so the
But
movement of sunshine is amazing. It's a very
oh
smooth
yeah,
and yeah.
there's a lot to do.
So sunshine is like the like the stick in like Harry Potter. Like you didn't choose them, they chose you. Something like.
They chose me, dude. Yeah, they chose me.
And how long was that? Like uh, 4 years
That was
ago?
2020. It
2020.
was
Wow.
sometime in I think May or June of 2020.
Oh wait, only 5 years and you achieved the
Yep.
112. That is crazy. That is.
Yeah, it's not that long ago, I guess.
uh, how was that adventure? Like improving on because you playing, I think mainly any percent or I think only any percent. I didn't.
Yeah.
But how was like that improvement from like the real beginning to like the
To where
time
I
that
am
yeah
now.
that you're now.
It I think the first 2 years of improvement was kind of figuring out how speedrunning works. I chose a lot of the worst routes with speedrunning where I would choose the hardest strats to go for without knowing like how inconsistent they are. That first 2 years of running was a lot of like realizing that I can't keep playing that way and realizing like how I should be playing to improve. So those were frustrating years of improvement, but it was around 2023 where I started to like properly grind practice and realize that practice is like really important and choosing strats that aren't like 1 in 100 of pulling it off is probably better. So that was the kind of a year of like going from inconsistent and um, choosing the worst possible levels to actually getting better. That was a big year of improvement overall. Mentally, it was a lot better too. Because I went from what 116 to 113
Mm.
throughout the beginning of 23. So it's like a big jump um, from there. But yeah, no, it's from there to now is just slowly but surely improving. It's just a lot of pushing through runs, really, just getting it done.
So I think like now, like that last gap was like mostly
It was
like did
mostly
you?
just optimizing
Ah,
and
okay,
just
okay,
like
nice.
slowly getting better. There wasn't too much because the game hasn't improved very much throughout. Like the route hasn't gotten faster.
Mm.
Not very many strats are found. So between 23 and now, it was just picking up like the most optimal strats that are consistent and just like optimizing movement and stuff. So between then and now has been pretty fun of just like slowly getting better.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can imagine. Also like a lot of grinding probably, like
Oh
IL
yeah.
grinding, or
It was a lot of IL practice,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that is true. That in 80%, there is nothing that improved the speed of 80%, like the last
Yeah.
2 years probably. I think only the text box, the weird text box with the sign, was the last thing
Yeah.
that kinda improved the speed of 80%. But besides that,
Yeah, there's only been tiny things
yeah.
throughout the past like year or two, probably 3 years really. There's only been tiny things. There's like a faster Rico 1 fight. You can save like 2 seconds on that now, which is like the biggest thing we've had in forever.
Oh yeah, so
Like
is that thing that you have to like to jump after you do the first hit in the tentacle, something like that? Like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
so it's crazy. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, that is the main thing. It's true, it's true, it's true. Yeah, it has the Sunshine has been arriving on a point that is ridiculously, I think. And it's also like
yeah.
I think I started speedrun before you, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. And I
That makes sense.
remember like the 80% for me already was like crazy. Like getting 112 in my mind wasn't possible. Oh, it was possible, but was like you need a lot of
Yeah.
life. Like
It's kind of like the 111 is now.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of like
exactly,
where
exactly.
111 is. I've heard that so many people were like, I'm not going to do 112 because you need a lot of luck to
Hmm.
get that and
Yeah,
optimizing everything. And
yeah.
it was, I've only recently found out that's why several runners dropped out of the game once they got close to 112 because it's like 112 is just a whole different beast from 113. 113 definitely was possible. People knew it was very well
Yeah,
possible. But 112 was like that's a big jump. That's a huge skill gap
that is crazy.
between 113 and 12.
And also I think for like the like general speedrunner, it's difficult to see like how you can actually improve. Like I remember seeing like some of your runs or like from JJ or Tobo that is like I have no idea how they can save time. Like there is no gap of saving. But the thing is like there is like little saving overall the run that sum it
Yeah.
up give you the 112 thing.
Yeah, it's just little things that yeah, a lot of people say like they don't know where I'm losing time when I'm saying like, oh yeah, I'm losing like 3 seconds on this. A lot of people are like, I don't know what you mean. That looked fine. I'm like, it's optimal to a point where people aren't gonna see that. I
Yeah,
can see it, but people aren't gonna see it.
yeah, yeah. And also because you know better of the strat and the optimization, so it's like
Yeah.
you can see through the and now that you mention it, the 111 topic that
Oh boy.
yeah, no, no, like I remember you sending a message like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, saying like 111 was something that is a combination of an perfect run and a lot of luck.
Yep.
And then I think 2 days ago, something like that, 3 days ago, something like that, I saw like a tweet saying like I'm 111 pace.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's my current PB, and it was 111 pace going into Manta, but it's a prime example of what I mean by like you need perfect luck and perfect skill because that run was like if you take out all the luck levels,
yeah.
um, honestly, if you just took out Serena, I played within 45 seconds of my summer best, I think, throughout the
Wow.
entire run,
No, that's
except for
crazy.
Serena. That's 111. The problem is that I would need to do that
Again.
a lot of
Yeah.
times, not just like two more times, but
Uh,
a lot of more times because I have to also get a perfect Serena Beach, like near perfect, and there's too much luck involved with Serena for that to be realistic. So
no, yeah.
it's very possible to get 111, but it's very unlikely to happen anytime soon, at least.
No, I saw like I was watching that run, and it was crazy. Your pace was amazing. But yeah, Sirena is just. I think is the main luck besides Bianco
Yeah.
five and Pianta five.
It's mostly just Bianco 5 and like EYG, but
Yeah.
even EYG isn't too bad anymore. It's
Yeah.
like it's mostly just Bianco 5 grinding and then just playing really well up to
Yeah.
Serena. Yeah,
Yeah.
Serena's the main issue nowadays. Like it's funny because that's like the thing between 112 and 113 was like you can't afford a bad Serena anymore. Like you kind of need a decent one. You can't just like get
Yeah.
a like yeah,
And also it's
it's bad.
terrible because it's super late on the run. So it's
Yeah.
like you have to
There's no
go.
way to do it early.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, no, but Sirena is just crazy. I think even like okay, you have Sirena one that you need luck, but
Yep.
Sirena five is just the moment of truth. Like,
Yeah, if you can get a good Manta Serena 1, like it should make it to King Boo. It's really tricky to get everything else in Serena though.
no.
But it should go to King Boo, and that's where it's like if you got for example like a 111 pace into Manta and then you got a perfect Manta, that's when King Boo's like yeah, if you get even one extra, it's over. Like
It's over if you even if you get one extra.
it's so tight. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just, those two levels are just that's it. That's the wall that we have to break through.
No, that's crazy. Yeah. No, Sirena is just a crazy world. It's just and also super hard. In my opinion, like Sirena has like some like hard movement at least, or like some
Yeah.
very punishment, like a lot of
Yeah, you got the double butt slide in Serena 4. If you fail
yeah,
that, the run's over.
and
Serena 2, you can fail the spin at the end.
exactly. And if you fail the spin at the end, you lost like 30 seconds, something like that.
I think Serena 2 is like 40 seconds.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I think Serena 4 is 30 seconds. It's bad enough that like even 113 dies to that. Like if you fail
Exactly.
those, even
Yeah.
113's dead.
No, if you die in Serena 2 and Serena 4, it's crazy. I remember when. No, when I did more runs, like any percent, the, always Serena 2 was just difficult.
Serena 2 is just like sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work.
Especially the moment of spin jump, the moment of spin jump at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I feel sometimes it didn't do it very different from the other time, and I just still see Mario going down.
Yeah, it just tends to eat the spin jump a lot of the time.
Yeah, that is a super weird thing on Super Mario Sunshine. The spin jump
Classic
things.
speedrunning.
Yeah. And like yeah, and okay, now that we talk like Sirena, there's like levels. But what is your prefer IL or like a level, not IL, like
Like world, like
favorite level in the not level like episode yes episode that's
episode of Serena or the whole
no the
run?
whole run the whole run.
Um, I get asked that a lot and I never have a consistent answer. It always changes. Um, what was my answer yesterday? I actually answered this yesterday. There's a few levels that I genuinely enjoy. Like
Yeah.
people hate it, but I enjoy Noki 6 on a run. Like it feels good to pull off a good Noki 6 on a good run. It's always a hype thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, but my favorite level overall, as much as others hate it, is Serena 6. I
Serena
actually love Serena
6.
6. People hate it.
Wow.
I hate it sometimes too, but like it's a fun level to do well. If you can do it well, it's pretty fun to do.
Wow. Okay, I
But
didn't
IL's
expect
pretty fun.
that answer.
Yeah, I know nobody expects that answer. It's kind of a
That's it.
curveball, but like I think it's fun.
No, I can't say it. It's just I don't know. Like I don't like to spam spray randomly
Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
and
It's just me.
also in the Japanese version it's like even worse
Oh
that
yeah, it's
level
stricter in Japanese because you have to
because
clean
yeah,
more of it because there's so much invisible goop on the Japanese version
it's crazy.
that it's like it's tight. It's really tight.
It's super crazy how it's the invisible group is just like I don't know. It's super weird. And,
Yeah.
but also it's impressive like how like you or like other top level runners achieves to like to be so good at Zero 6 that is like doesn't matter which
It's just a
version
big
you're playing.
grind. It's like it's really hard to get good at it, but once you get the route down and you get a handle for like the type of spam spray that makes that level good, it's it's just a grind to get it done, but once you learn it, it doesn't go away. It's a level that kind of just sticks. I think a lot of people would answer with like Bianco 4 because it's just a fun level to play, but
Yeah.
it's Serena 6 is kind of my Bianco 4. It's kind of mine. I don't know.
No, but it's no. But I can see it. I can see it. Just that I personally don't. But it's true. I mean, I remember when I was also learning Sirena 6 because I was super slow. The route of Sirena 6 is kind of super important. And that is something that you don't expect. Like like where you have to spray saves you a lot of time,
Yeah.
and it's crazy that.
Yeah, a big part of it I've learned is like obviously like the route is like important, but um just making sure you do the timing of the sprays is important. I don't know, it's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
There's a lot to it that's like
So
people
something,
don't know about.
something that happens to me in Zero Six that I hate is the that I know is my fault. I completely know it's my fault. That is, you know, when you have like a spam spraying and you miss the timing, so you press the R first,
Oh,
so
and you
just
backflip.
and then you backflip. Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
that
what I
kills
do
me.
is it's terrible. Yeah, I always time it so I do two spam sprays in the air, and I never do more than two because if you do more than two, sometimes it won't clean as much because it like overwrites itself or something. I can't remember. I was told that at some point. Um,
Wow, that is knowledge.
and so yeah, I always make sure I only do two spam sprays
Huh.
per jump, and it's always at the top of my jump. Like
Okay.
it's the only way.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
yeah, I'll backflip.
Oh, I will take it account. I think it's very good knowledge. Like,
No, the thing that annoys me is when you like walk up a stair and you like try to jump and the stair eats your jump. I've had that happen a
yeah,
lot. That's annoying.
yeah.
That's the frustrating thing.
That is. Oh, yeah, no, no, no. I see what you're meaning. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's completely terrible. That Sunshine has some stuff like between all the like random stuff that happens. That is one that is super weird.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, it's a broken game, basically. I mean, not
Yeah,
broken. It's just like has some
it's
unfinished.
buggy.
Yes, bugs. Yeah. Between I remember, you know, do you remember that clip of SB when SB hits like an invisible wall, literally in Zero 4?
Oh yeah, there's invisible walls all throughout Sunshine. There's a lot of them. I found out recently there's one inside the hotel actually.
Really?
Not like in the casino, but just in the hotel. Just at the entry of the hotel there's an invisible wall.
Whoa.
I didn't know that until I bonked it doing 120 practice. And then I realized you can sidestep into it and down warp under the map. It's kind of funny.
What? Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're
No,
everywhere.
the visible wall I remember that impressed me is I don't remember exactly the episode now, but in Rico you have some episode that you can see the crane, but only like the crane is positioned in the
Oh, by that
boxes.
spider on the
Yeah, by the
wall?
spider in the wall, and
Yeah, I don't know what causes that.
I have no idea, but you can only see it if like you wicam or something like that for some random reason.
I've seen it do that when I grab the blue coin. It'll sometimes just appear, and I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah,
It just is there.
it's there, and then you are like if you approach to like the wall, you can actually bonk into that weird space, and it's super weird because it's like you are not seeing anything, you're just
Oh,
bonking on something invisible.
interesting. I didn't know that.
No, I remember it happened to me. I mean, it's super weird. It's super weird because even it's not normal that you are bonking there, but I remember
Oh
it
yeah.
happened. But I found it crazy. Like, that is some stuff that such happens. Also, the clip in the walls. Clip in the walls.
Oh yeah.
The walls are a lie. That doesn't exist in Sunshine, clearly.
Yeah, you can go through most of you can go through I only recently found out you can actually hover into the little like just that wall with the spider where there's like a little piece of like dock going over the
Uh huh.
top of
Uh huh.
it. You can like
Ah,
hover into that. I didn't know that.
yes. Yeah.
Like I knew you
It's
could hover
annoying.
into it.
It's annoying.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
knew you could hover into it and just like not climb up, but I
Yeah.
found out you can like actually go all the way into the wall and go out of bounds.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could go that far with it. I thought it was funny though.
No, that one is a little annoying that you can clip because it's like, uh,
It'd be fast to just ledge grab it.
exactly. Like, why I can go through that thing.
You'd think they would have found that when they're making the game. They can't climb up it, but no.
No, they didn't care. No, I don't know. I don't know. They didn't care. They probably they were testing like super fast. Clearly, they tested super fast. Like, the living in the walls is a funny tech in Sunshine because once you learn how it works, you can begin like going through every world. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's amazing.
That's what was funny about speedrunning is once I picked up and learned how a lot of the strats work, I just started like abusing glitches everywhere I could. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
you could probably clip here too. Oh, and probably over here.
yeah. That doing at the beginning, I think, is important to know how the tricks works.
Oh, for sure.
Something that I didn't did. Like I remember when I started speedrun, I was just like copying the 120 run of Average Ray. So
Oh yeah.
I just saw the run and so like okay, so he just did that, so I have to repeat it, but I don't understand the trick. So it happens with a lot of things that I didn't know how it works. I lose a lot of time because of like that. Like
Yeah, that's actually funny enough. That's like a huge part of, I think, how I improve pretty quickly is like I try to understand how the tricks I'm doing are working instead of just copying them. Because if something goes wrong, I want to know why it went wrong and
exactly.
like why it does work when it does work. Because like if I don't understand how something works, I'm not going to be able to back it up. I'm not going to be able to like consistently do it.
Yeah.
It's very important. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just try to copy without understanding anything they're doing.
No, but it's a
And
bad
then they end
idea.
up,
That is a super
oh,
bad
yeah,
idea.
it's always bad.
Like it happens to me that I failed the trick to like to kill the enemy with Mario. Okay, you have to jump in the sewer so you can get that uh,
Oh, yeah,
great
the
wall
sewer
run.
glitch.
Okay, so in my because I was just copying the video of Astray, uh, in my mind was like just entering the sewer and then exit and then somehow you kill the spider. And the thing is, by the jumps, I randomly hits the sewer. I don't know, like 50% of the time. So it worked for me. But one time, one friend saw me. Like I remember, there was like another speedrunner, like the only one was that was so like I couldn't repeat the trick, and I was so like losing a lot of time. And then he told me like you need to hit Mario in the sewer, like so like you can activate the hit. And it's like wait, it's not random.
Yeah, it's funny because I did the same thing. I think it was Urbani who told me like I wasn't hitting my head on the sewer and I'm supposed to because I kept just running into the spider being like, why isn't it going away? Why am I not getting a
Exactly.
coin? And then he's like, no, you're supposed to hit your head on the sewer. Like that's sewer glitch. And I'm like, I didn't know that was a glitch. I didn't know that.
Yeah. In my mind was just randomly like that.
Yeah, I thought it was just sometimes it works.
Yeah. And
But no, it's yeah, this game's weird. Like I don't know why that happens. That's the most random glitch that I think I is in the game is that
no, it's super weird. Yeah. And also
you could just kill things.
how it was found was just by accident. It was
It makes sense.
I remember the run was like I don't remember the name of the speedrunner, but the guy bonk in the wall, and then because of that bonk, he hits the spider, and then it kills it, and he was like, what happened? Like,
It's a
what
huge
just happened?
discovery by complete accident.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, there's a lot of tricks that like that. But the thing is, yeah, when you learn it and you understanding, you can like start like repeating it and like like having better understanding how you can back up from that, like in case you
Yeah.
fail it or like or try to improvise, especially like in long runs. Like 80%, I don't know if that is the thing.
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing for 120 for me right now is like a lot of tricks I don't know what's making them work like the sewer glitch and it's a lot of like asking people for help because I can't just like learn everything by myself. There's so many tricks that I
Yeah.
don't understand that people know about. Like I found out if you like right before you hit the ground, eat a stew or one of the flying stews, it'll just despawn and not give you coins. And I was wondering why it's not giving me coins and I was told, "Oh, it's a glitch where before you hit the ground, if you eat it, it just won't give you coins because it despawns."
It's
It's
crazy.
little things like that that you have to sometimes get help for, but if you don't understand why it's happening, like if I didn't ask for help for that and I just kept trying, if I just started doing runs and not getting coins, it's so much time lost because I just didn't figure out what's wrong with the level. I didn't learn what the glitch was.
Exactly, exactly. It happened
Like
also
it can
to me in like Serena 5, but that is not a glitch, it's just a knowledge of the game. I don't know, it's actually.
run at
Yeah.
5. That's interesting.
Like, you know, when the King Boo gives you. Then okay, you get a fruit and then you don't get a fruit, right?
Yeah,
Normally in casual, you wait. Okay, they throw you the bad stuff and then repeats and then throw you a fruit if King Boo is a nice
right.
person that day. But when you do a speedrun, you try to like cancel, like okay, he throws you and immediately you go through King Boo, so like that can reset fastly, right? Faster.
Yeah.
I didn't know I have to wait that he throws the bad stuff first.
Oh, so you just started like canceling all the cycles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
a
never
lot
give
of
me
people do
fruit,
that.
and I thought it
Yeah, I
was just bad luck.
that's what a lot of people do. I've noticed it several times throughout my time being here in the server. People will just post in help like, "Why am I getting so many not fruit?" I swear I'm on like 30 now. I'm like, "Oh, you're just canceling every cycle.
Yeah.
There's a pattern that you're trying to get. They just don't know, and they're just trying to copy."
Yeah, no, that's the thing is like when you see the speedrun, you don't realize that actually King Boo throws something. It's just that it's so like well timed. When you are used timing when you have to like reset King Boo, it's super easy. It's like okay, you wait and then you know when he will throw, so you don't see actually the stuff going out, like the bombs or the
Mhm.
enemies. So if you're a casual player and then you see that, it's like okay, yeah, you just run through King Boo and hopes for the better.
I still cancel those cycles too early sometimes. I still do it a little bit too early.
Yeah, it happens to me too. Like when King Boo doesn't give me fruit, like after two or three, I start getting worried. I say like, probably I'm canceling too early. So I wait a little more, so I actually see the stuff
Yeah.
going out. Just
One of my best runs had like 7 extras, and I think it was after like 6. I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't cancel the cycle, and I waited for a whole cycle, and it still was another bad one. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm just unlucky. Sometimes it's concerning, but
7 extra is a lot.
that's a lot. It's
Yeah,
concerning at that point.
it's
That makes you
concerning.
wonder if you did something wrong.
The extra is in King Boo is crazy. Seven
Oh
extra
yeah.
is a lot. Wait, now that you are mentioning it, you are practicing 120? Like you are planning to run 120 eventually? Or is
Yep.
just like, oh, that's amazing.
I've been learning 120 in the background of any percent for the past like month now.
Oh, that's
Like
crazy.
I've learned most of 120 at this point. There's only like Delfino movement, learning the route, and I think just Noki and Rico are left. Rico's not hard, so it's mostly just Noki and the rest of the plaza that's left. But
Yeah, Rico
I'm
is super normal
Rico's
for me.
just hundreds really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In
I
120
looked
is
at
super normal.
the Oh yeah, in 120, I looked at the IL of it to see what blue coins are needed, and it's like 20 blue coins. I'm like, oh, so that's all of 120 Ricos in hundreds. Got it.
Yeah, you do, yeah. You do the start in Rico 1 and then nothing
Yeah.
until the 100, yeah.
Serena's the same way, actually. Serena's a lot of nothing I'm learning. It's a lot of just like Manta, get a blue coin. Serena 2, Serena 3, Serena 4. It's a lot of
Yeah,
like nothing.
yeah, no, the thing is, yeah. Especially when, the thing is in 120, the blues in Sirena is like, you have, you have to do this in Sirena 7.
Yeah, I didn't
And
know
with
that.
hundreds.
I was like messing around in Serena 8 for a bit, and I'm like, wait a minute, some of these aren't working.
Yeah, yeah, no, the potential of Sirena 7 with the hundreds is too powerful to not do every blue coin there.
Oh yeah, I can see that now.
No, but
Yeah, one
I'm
120 is
hyped.
very interesting.
Yeah, I like a lot 120. It's for me. It's my favorite category of sunshine, like of runs. Not,
Yeah, a
I
lot of
prefer
people
that.
really prefer 120.
Yeah, the thing is it's a super. At least for me, it's a super interesting run, and also the routes potential is very interesting. That is the part that gives you, at least for me, is like
Oh
the most.
yeah.
It's a long
Everybody does
category.
different routes. There's
Yes,
like so many routes.
so many routes and it's like very good movement in general to do the blues. So
Oh yeah.
it's no, I really like a lot 120. The only problem is that it's 3 hours long, but
Yeah.
besides that, it's a super nice category. Yeah, in my personal, as a speedrunner, I don't like too much 20%, but it's just that I don't have the time to really grind and practice 20% too much.
Oh yeah.
It's, I really tried.
A lot of
I really tried 80%, but I don't know, like never obsessed me really.
improving any percent is painful, and a lot of people don't want to do that because it's a lot of work, and most people don't have the time to put into it, which is completely fair.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. I think in my level, I should eventually have a 119 something like that. It's just that going through the runs and then practice and then, and then
Yeah, it's a lot.
like yeah,
It's a
no,
commitment.
yeah. It's a lot of process.
Oh yeah. That's why like a lot of people stop at 113 because it's a lot of work to go any
Yeah,
lower. I'm lucky that streaming currently is my that's personally my job at the moment. So I get to improve it as
yeah,
work. So it's like for me, I have the time to put into it, which makes it work out in the end.
yeah. That's
But for
nice.
most people, it's like they're trying to balance work or school or both on top of just having social life
Yeah,
and doing any percent is just no, it's
yeah. It's
not.
not a nice combination. Yeah, especially I think mainly the if you work is super hard because you have a schedule to do. Like for example, in my case, I generally work for like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. something like that. Then I
Oh
arrive
yeah.
home, then I eat, and then I have like 2 3 hours to play.
2 3 hours of any percent and
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I prefer to use it play other categories of sunshine of IELTS in general. Like
Just enjoying yourself instead of forcing practice
exactly,
and
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I like a lot IELTS in sunshine. Is I think the practice code is just amazing. It made it so easily to practice IELTS randomly.
Oh yeah, practice codes have gotten a lot better too. They've kind of stopped being improved from here though. They've kind of like the people who are working on practice codes, I think most of them stopped working on
Mm.
modding the game in general. So the practice codes that we have now are probably going to last a long time. But what we have now is still like so nice to have. Like
Yeah.
I'm fortunate I joined when I did because I already had hacked file just got added, I think. I think that was
Oh,
mid
you,
2020-ish.
oh, you're right. You didn't experience the new
I didn't
feeling.
experience the boring
Oh,
torture of watching 6 minutes of cutscenes every few minutes. I'd missed it, so I joined. I probably wouldn't have run the game if I knew that I had to watch all those cutscenes.
I did watch a
I
lot of
joined for Hackby.
cutscenes.
Oh yeah, I'm fortunate I didn't have to. That would have been some. I don't even know if 112 would have happened yet if we'd still had to watch cutscenes. To
No,
be
I
honest, I
think
don't.
it's.
It's too much optimizing
Mm,
for like an RNG grinding after 6 minutes of every attempt, losing it to Bianco would just be devastating.
Yeah, I
Like, there's no way.
I agree. I remember when playing when it was new file, and I think much of the runs it was like, okay, I already waste 6 minutes of my life just watching the cutscene. Probably can still try the run and something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it was. I remember I generally like open like a randomly clicker game and try to like waste my time
Just
there.
to distract yourself during the cutscenes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like
I saw when Average Trey was doing some runs with New File when he was pushing for a PB. I think it was a couple years ago. He had some game up in the background that he would boot up every time that he had to
yeah.
reset. It would be 6 minutes of playing a game. I don't remember what it was, but it was fun to watch him just play a random game, do a run, reset, play the game.
Yeah. No, it was the thing that you had to do. I think at some point. If not, you start to going crazy.
Yep.
Because yeah, like you don't have anything to do. Like it's just waiting. But sometimes what happened to me is like I started to play at the beginning, and then I forget that I had to do airstrip. I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because airstrip was the only gameplay moment. Like it was.
Yep. It's in the
And
middle of it.
yeah, I remember a lot of friends when they watch my streams when I was doing run. They were like, okay, I will go for 6 minutes and then I will come back. Okay. They will do other stuff because I was like
6 minutes of cooking food, six
yes,
minutes of like scrolling Twitter, quickly do a 0 star run, you know.
yeah. I also remember at the beginning I didn't know how to use practice codes. And it was terrible. Practicing without practice codes is I cannot
It's
imagine how.
tedious. It's
It's
very
super tedious.
tedious.
Yes. And also if you practice like 120, that was horrible. Like,
Dude, practicing 120 without practice code sounds brutal.
I literally imagine that I collect the coin. Like it's like I express like,
Just
okay,
imagine it and move on.
yeah, like, okay, I assume I got the coin. Let's continue with it.
Yeah, because I forgot the blue coins didn't respawn or anything. You have
Yeah,
to like reopen the whole thing.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
Damn, yeah, that would have been rough.
Yeah, it was yeah practicing without that. It's crazy. And also practice gives you a lot of information. Okay, now like, today gives you a lot of information. I don't remember if like 5 years ago gives you a lot of information. But today you have like the classical the speed right the horizontal speed the vertical speed
Yeah.
the position but also you have this I don't remember it's like uh, timing that tells you how much time did you spend from like one important movement to
Oh, the
another
quarter
important
frame timer or
the
the
quarter
segment timer.
the segment timer yeah that one
Yeah. I haven't actually used I'm very minimal with my practice codes. I only have the timer up. I don't have any
only
other
timer
info.
wow
I only have the timer because I want the game to that's just personally I like the game looking as vanilla as possible
huh.
so that when I'm practicing it feels more like being in a run than having like a whole bunch of info on the screen. Because once I do a run, like I don't know, it just feels different.
Oh
I
again
like to keep it as normal as possible.
okay no I can imagine that okay. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, no, I think that it can be helpful, especially with rock storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with rock storage, it happens to me a lot that because I had the practice codes like the horizontal speed, I know when I'm practicing, I know my when I'm doing right and not. But in the game, I really have to think if I did the rock
Yeah.
storage correctly or not.
That's what's funny is like it's useful to know if it's gonna work or not with the like visual stuff,
Hmm.
but I don't know. There's just like like something people can do is like use the vertical speed display and stuff to learn how to do like a decent rocket storage
Yeah.
and then practice without it. That's definitely one way that probably could be done. I feel like that's probably how I learned how to do it because I just know how it works now. But yeah, no, it's there's a lot of stuff that you can just rely on the display to tell you that it's not going to be there in the run, and like I don't want to be lost in the run not knowing what I'm doing, so I don't have practice codes on.
Yeah,
So
super understandable. The thing that I like from the segment timer, the quarter frame, like that segment thing,
yeah,
is just for long ILs, like hundreds.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Because what I do is like I record the temp or when I'm practicing, and then I can see like in which spot like in between like I counted on 25 coins, something like that, depending of the yield, really. But like, I divide the hundreds on like group of coins, so like that's like okay, this is a big chunk of coins and so on. So like that
yeah.
I can at least help me to know in which part of the hundreds the part that I'm like
Yeah, I
most
do it
good.
a bit different. A lot of people do that. I just look at my timer when I finish certain tasks. So like when I grab like a blue coin, I'll see what time I grabbed it and memorize that. And then when I grab the next one, I'll compare the time of grabbing that one too, and see like which segment I lost some time on. The segment timer probably would be helpful for that, but I've just never I never really wanted to try it. I've never wanted to use more codes.
No, no, but it's completely understandable. It's start to be it start to be like a mess on the screen actually. So
Yeah, there's too much info.
yeah.
I'd rather just like play the game and check the time every now and then, see where I'm losing time based on that. Like that's how I do a lot of my speed running is just exits. I look at like split times for just when did I leave this segment, when did I leave this segment. I
Yeah.
usually just compare those to like really good attempts to figure out where I lose time. It's usually pretty helpful.
No, yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. No, no, I can see that. Yeah. No, that is good. That is
It's the same thing with like worlds in like a full run too. Like
good.
I don't look at my how far ahead I am or how behind I am. I look at like what world exits are good and then compare them and
Okay.
then be like, okay, so I need to do this segment next to get this time. Because like if I just look at like time loss, then I don't know. It's kind of deceiving. I don't know.
Yeah, no, no. Looking at losing time can give you in like in a mood that is
Oh yeah,
weird.
being ahead or behind can like
Change
affect
completely
how you
there.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like running against balanced is what a lot of people do is so that they feel a bit better.
No,
Because like if you're comparing the PB and it's always red, and then you're comparing the balance and it's always green, it's like, does it really matter? Like that's why I just look at world exits. I'm like, it doesn't really matter if you're ahead or behind, as long as you know what segments you need or like what exits you need. That's all that really matters. Just play as well as you can.
no, yeah, that now that I think about it, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I remember, I remember a lot of time when like I did runs or something like that, and then my run starting like not very good. I kinda
Hmm.
always PB after that. But when my runs is like amazing at the beginning, I never PB. I'm sure I never PB after a run being amazing.
Yeah,
because I started getting nervous, and then if I felt something important, it's like, damn, I had something really great.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people just run with no splits, from what I remember too, to avoid like any problems. They would just run with no splits, just run a
Yeah,
timer and just get it done.
yeah, I saw that a lot of times too. Like I saw people that I don't know how they set up this in the splits, but they like set the splits in a way that is empty. But then if they want, they can
Oh yeah, you
like
just
at
add a blank comparison. You just
okay.
add a comparison, don't put any times into it, and then you can just
Okay.
compare to that.
Okay.
That's what I do. I sometimes when I'm really not wanting to look at it run, I'll just put on nothing. I'll compare to nothing and be like, this
Yeah.
is fine. I
This
swear.
everything is working.
I'm ahead. I swear I'm ahead in my mind.
No, I saw that a lot of people. And then, like at the end of the run, they see if they are good or not. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of mental thing in the speed running.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a hard hobby.
It is.
It's
That's what my first 2 years was. It was just learning how to mentally play the game, just learning how to do it. It's speedrunning it looks a lot easier than it is. It really
yeah,
does.
yeah,
Like there's definitely a reason why people will come into a stream and be like, "Oh, you can improve by doing blah blah blah." It's they don't they don't know. It looks easy. It looks like it's not too hard, but a lot of people don't run, and so they don't know, and they think it's easy and just
nah,
think they know better, but they they
they
don't.
don't,
They
they don't.
don't. Yeah.
And also that, like, the thing is like, okay, you do the runs, right? But then all the time you do practicing, that not necessarily you do a stream about it.
Right.
It's a huge time. It's a huge time. I think, yeah, if you compare my amount of streams and my amount of practice when I was running actively the Sunshine, my practice time was just way higher than the streaming time.
Oh yeah. Practice is so much more important. Some people are like more practice oriented than runs, and some people are more run oriented than practice. There's nothing inherently wrong with either.
No, it depends
But
of
having
you.
more practice is always better.
Yeah, give you consistent.
It gives you like consistency,
Yeah.
but you can also optimize and become optimally consistent. And I feel like that's a lot better to do.
Yeah,
So,
I remember one
I,
time. I don't remember with who I was discussing this, because someone was saying like that they knew like two strats, like the easy strat or like the hard strat. And someone
right.
said like, no, you have to learn the hard strat only, so like that your brain is positioned to learn like the
A lot of people say you got to just learn doing the hardest stuff to like play well, but that's not even true. You can learn doing easy stuff and then switch
yeah.
later on.
No, I
My
agree.
I took a very hard approach at speedrunning and just learned all the hard stuff first, which was I always say it was a mistake. I should have chose a lot of easier strats when I started, and then I would have improved probably a lot faster, but
No, I think learning easy strat at the beginning is, I think it's the correct way. So like that you can have like an evolution more linear instead
yeah,
of
you get to
exponentially.
experience the run.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like more a progression thing more than like an explosion thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I remember the first time I actually um, realized how inconsistent I was in the beginning was I think sometime in 2021 where I had a run to Pinna. I don't remember what my PB was at the time, and I don't remember what the pace was, but because I did a lot of IL strats that people don't do in runs that are very inconsistent, I never got runs out of the beginning of the game. And then there was this one time where I finally got a run that was into Pinna, and I think Dide showed up and was like, "Wow, I have never seen you get into Pinna before," and I was like, "Oh God,
Oh,
I need to play better.
the-
That's bad."
that's crazy.
When somebody tells you that they've never seen you get into like mid game, it's like, okay,
That
I gotta change something. That was when I
that's a
started
hit.
changing to do like easier stuff.
Yeah. No, the thing is like, at least for me, like doing the hard strats is not like directly to do. Like I need to learn how to do the easy strats so like that I can learn the movement somehow, and then
Yeah,
like that I can like try to figure out and then think how I can improve that speed so I can do the hardest strat. But if I don't have that
yeah,
initial process, I don't get how they can like you can get that speed.
yeah. It's a long process to go beyond like easy and intermediate strats. Like picking up hard strats can take a long time to do.
It's super hard. And probably you will not see the other thing with speedrunning is that you will not see the results until like probably 1 month after or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's super weird that
Consistency building up.
it's super weird that you learn a strat, then you do a run, and then it work out. Like that's super weird. I think it's
Yeah.
you need some runs to like to maybe ones will work, other not, and then you learn
You won't
consistency.
know if it's consistent until you like fail it a few times in runs.
Exactly, exactly,
You can't just like pick it up and assume, oh, it's ready for runs, because
exactly.
you've got to push yourself to do some runs and like
And
see
fail.
if it works.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to expect to fail some.
It's a lot of work. It's a long process.
Yeah, and now I'm curious. That you mentioned it a little before that you were like streaming is your main work now, right?
Yeah, it is now.
Do you see like you speedrunning other games or
Um,
like a
I mean,
little
when I'm done with
different?
Sunshine, I definitely do want to run 64 because I
Okay.
know a lot of people who play 64, and I have made a lot more friends through 64, ironically, than
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine. Um, I do want to run 16th star. That's like my next big goal is when I'm done with Sunshine,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna continue to speed run 64. When I'm done 64 though, I don't know, dude. I can't see myself running this in my 30s, honestly. I can't see myself speed running when I'm 30. It's probably not. I'm probably gonna be done a couple years from now at the latest.
Okay. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not crazy in the bad way. It's just an impressive,
It's interesting. It's
interesting. Yeah.
probably not what people expect to hear, but like I don't know. I'm already like very burnt out from speed running.
Hmm.
From 5 years, I'm already kind of burnt out. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Like
okay.
it's
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Honestly, you speedrun like every day. I think, or almost every
Pretty
day.
much, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. That is normal. I think. You speedrun for a lot of time and then you burn out and you want to do some other stuff. But
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people when they're done with speedrunning, they do like speedrun type content where it's not like professionally like trying to speedrun properly. It's like
mm-hmm.
I speedran this random game for like a week, or like I speedran this challenge for a bit. A lot of people switch to that type of content, I've noticed,
Mm-hmm.
when they're done with like grinding a game. That's fair. I can see myself doing that at some point, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to go down that route. I feel like I'm probably just going to stop altogether.
Uh,
It's just a lot. I don't know.
No, and also you need to give it a lot of time because you don't know what will happen on the following
Yeah,
like
exactly.
years and stuff. Yeah, like what happened to me essentially is that I run out of time. That is my main issue with speedrunning today. That
Right.
is when I was younger, I had a lot of time. Also, I had like a lot of more potential to like
Oh, for sure.
not sleeping or stuff like that. Like that's crazy stuff. And today is like, yeah, no, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I
Yeah,
want to have like a nice schedule, and also I have to work a lot. So it's like, yeah, the,
you gotta live life,
exactly.
not speed run.
So speedrun became like my situation became just like a secondary like hobby. Like it's my main hobby,
Yeah.
just like to I don't know. I'm still having fun playing, not just playing randomly, not grinding like a crazy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's completely normal. Eventually, it's like this scene of fairy godhood parents, you know, like this when Timmy or
Yeah.
Timmy talks to Timmy and say like, I don't know how this there's a relation in English, but like saying like it's all growing for growing, something like that. So,
I do remember, funny enough, I do remember some of that episode. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's a very good episode. It's just all Timmy saying like it's all about growing, something like that. So it's super funny.
Right.
So, no, no, yeah. So, but at least we have still a lot of Inkstar for a couple of years. So I think,
You got a couple more years of me. That's
yeah,
right, you
that's
guys. You have to put up with me for a couple more years.
no. We will enjoy it. We will enjoy it. And I think with that, we are finishing. I think we did a very nice episodes, and thanks again for coming here. It was a
Yeah, no
very nice
problem.
conversation. I
I
hope you
appreciate
enjoyed
you
it.
asking me on.
No, it's an honor. It's an honor. So, so now for the people that will be watching these episodes in the future, I eventually will have the next episode of this, and see you at the next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.